mentors and coaches and people basically on their side, in their corner, to help them when things look a bit grim and tough as they're going towards their goals. So who were your mentors?
I have a couple of champions, and I call them champions. I have mentors and champions, but my champions are people who really know me, and I love them because my champions probably know me better sometimes than I do myself, and they know what I'm capable of, and they find qualities in me that I never ever thought of. And my biggest champion, who actually, threw me into the speaking pit, was Charmaine Hammond, who wrote the book On Toby's Term. And what I loved about her is when I met her, we just instantly connected, and she said, "Kel, you have to be a speaker. You have to share your story. People will be so inspired by you." And I'm like, yeah, I'm just a burn survivor, so what? She goes, "No, Kel, seriously, people need to hear your story." And so what she did is she actually was the MC for an event. And so she talked to the coordinator and asked if I could speak along with her. And so we did this Ellen-type show. And so what she did is she would ask me questions, and I would answer them, and it was just a fantastic time. And all these women came up to me and said, "Kel, we want to know your story. You need to speak." And so it was awesome because it really made me realize that, I had a bigger purpose, a bigger mission in life. And then what she also did is she made me go to a seminar with her about Janet Atwood. And Janet Atwood, I know, Laura, you're very familiar with her and her passion test. And the passion test was just fantastic. But what was even more important to me is that Janet came up to me and took me by my arm, and she said, "Kelly, your scars are your gift. Use them. You need to share your story and be a speaker and help others to realize that they can be great in their lives too." And I said, "Okay, fine. I will accept that I'm a speaker and just do it." But see, I didn't want to be that typical rah-rah hype type of speaker. I wanted a speaker who could share real stories that people could really relate to and, really hit home with that. But my other mentor is Jack Zufelt, who is a phenomenal man. And at the time when I met him, a friend of mine was telling me how horrible it is to be a speaker and how speakers that's a really tough world and they're not making any money right now and blah, 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 blah. And then I met Jack and I was telling Jack that when I speak, I get this vibration in my heart and I just want to speak again and I just love it. And he goes, "Kelly, that is your core desire. That is your passion. You have to be a speaker. You have to continue it." And so I'm really glad that I have Jack and Charmaine as champions in my life because whenever I'm really unsure about whether I should go this way or that way, because they're successful speakers also, they're able to say to me, "Kelly, you need to do this, and you need to do that, and don't do this." And they keep me on the right path because I've never been a speaker before, so I didn't know how to, market myself or how to, spread my message or any of that. And so they were able to lead me in the right direction. And I think that's so important is to make sure that you have champions and mentors in your life who are successful in what you're doing. Like, I think it's good to have some that, are in different areas, but you really need specific people who have been successful in the field that you want to, achieve in because, me to go and talk to someone who, a champion in mortgages, well, they don't know what it takes to be a successful speaker. And that was why I chose, Jack and Charmaine and, I've got a few others that are mentoring me also, is because, you want successful people to help you get where you want to go in your life. And, you're absolutely right that, you need to learn from those people. And the other thing is, too, your champions will have, they'll have resources for you, and they will have connections that will help you. And Charmaine is constantly emailing me and letting me know about different events that I should be a part of. And, and I think that's just so important.
Yep, well, you hit the nail on the head in terms of people needing, I guess, good people on their team to
Exactly.
make a success of it. So you don't do it on your own. I mean, that would be a bit like reinventing the wheel. And so we're just going to go back, which is a nice segue, back to our original offer. So basically what Kelly and I have come up with is the fact that for the first 20 people who jump on her website, which is mykellyf.com, will, to buy the book, can get basically 2 for 1, as in complimentary coaching sessions from Kelly and myself for them, and to see whether this is the path for you, and to get basically what you want out of life and have people on your side help you get there and be clear about, like you say, what your passion is or the direction you should be going to. So that offer, again, Kelly, now you can actually tell us.
Well, we are going to offer, each of us are offering, I think, a 30-minute free coaching session, right? So
yeah,
very quite excited about it, because I think you and I both have some great stuff that we can offer. And, you know, people just have to know that, you know, the world is full of abundance, it's full of possibilities, and the universe wants us all to succeed. And, you know, people think that there's no room for them to become, you know, maybe the next Donald Trump or the next Oprah Winfrey, but there definitely is that possibility for many, you know, other great things to happen in this world.
But first, you have to make a decision that this is what you want and this is what you deserve, and that brings us back to the book about self-esteem. Basically, it has to do with your degree of self-esteem and your deservability, as somebody once said to me. You know, do you feel you deserve to be successful? Do you feel you deserve to have whatever it is that your heart desires? Do you feel as though you deserve love, joy, money in your life?
Yeah, absolutely. You know, I was so tired of comparing myself to